Anda sedang mendengar Syok Podcast. Syok.
Sembang Ber-ART. Selamat datang ke episod yang baru. Anda sedang mendengarkan Podcast Sembang Ber-ART bersama saya, Alif.
Dan saya, Zul.
Kita ada ramai orang dalam studio ni. First time
I dapat rasa dia punya bahang dia tu, dia punya pressure dia tu kan.
Tak adalah, bukanlah pressure. Dia first nak tanya seorang-seorang tau.
Okay.
So diorang ni an indie local band. Suara sedap bro. Suara sedap and music diorang best. We have Jetcetera in our studio right now. Hi guys. First time macam ramai orang.
Faham.
Betul-betul dah.
Before this yang sebelum ni Sorang. So dia punya pressure nak talk to you or like talk to the guest pun macam tak ada sangat. Kita proceed like go detail into get to know Jetcetera. Cuba introduce each member like sorang-sorang lah.
So I'm Aida. So I am the vocalist of Jetcetera. I also write the song that we play. I don't play any instruments, tapi in composing I have to lah. What I do for a living, I'm actually a lawyer. So lawyer by day, by night kira singer-songwriter lah, I guess.
Me too.
I'm Nani. I play the guitar untuk Jetcetera and I pun buat a bit of backup vocals also. And I guess in terms of composing, I try to contribute juga as much as I can. I am a digital marketer on the weekdays and rockstar during the weekend.
Come on lah.
Betul doh.
Masing-masing nak menang. Okay. Tak, kita kena dengar ni. Next one ni. Apa dia nak cakap ni?
Okay.
Hai semua, nama saya Omar. Saya main bass untuk band Jetcetera. Need to mention juga, saya ni band member baru. Before this, saya ni sesat juga main band ni. Ada main band Bear Scouts juga. Spooky Wet Dream pun main juga.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
Tersesat jalan lah. Tapi
sessionist
this
lah.
my more permanent home lah.
I see.
Welcome home.
Hai semua. Nama saya Asif. Saya main drum untuk band Jetcetera. Tak adalah kompos sangat, tapi banyak mengubah lagu untuk Jetcetera.
Kompos lah.
Mengubah, rearrange gitu.
Okay.
Dia ambil yang lama, jadikan baru. Begitu.
So kita dah dengar introduction daripada semua orang kan. Kita semua nak tahu macam mana Jetcetera, bermulanya Jetcetera. So maybe Aida boleh ceritakan?
Actually when we started, sebenarnya I kenal Z Spooky from Spooky Wet Dreams. Masa tu I kerja dekat, I was an intern dekat sort of like a small media house. Yeah. So I jumpa dia dekat office and dia tahulah I do covers on Instagram and Twitter, and I also have like my own stuff. And then one day I macam cakap dengan dia, I'm really interested to start a band, tapi I macam don't really know a lot of people in the scene. And then he was like, I think you should hang out with my sister. And I was like, yeah, your sister's cool. I mean, masa tu saya tak follow Nani lagi, tapi I dah tahu dah kewujudan dia memang cool lah.
You kenal Z dulu before Nani?
I kenal Z dulu, yeah. Tapi masa tu I tahu dah lah kewujudan Nani, and I tahu memang she's cool. So bila Z cakap macam ons doh, I mean, I don't know who she is, but I guess I'll hang out with her. Tapi sebenarnya I dah excited lah nak hang out dengan Nani kan. Then one day they said lah, okay, you should come over, and then you can like try to play covers with her ke kan. Sebab dia cakap lah, sebab dia pun dengar the same kind of music like you, macam Always and then The Strokes semua. So macam menarik. So one day I pun pergilah rumah Z dengan Nani kan. Pergi rumah dia orang, apa kita orang macam we were just hanging out, and then we play.
terus
masuk bagi salam tak ada apa semua, terus Nani ambil kita, jom kita buat cover.
And you ada tunjuk some of your original songs.
Yeah. And I tunjuk at the time, I think I had already written macam 2 to 3 songs. So I had these songs, and I macam I don't feel like it's enough, like I need people to help me. So I dah ada record kat dalam phone. So ada banyak draft dalam phone I. So kita main cover, and then Nani dengar lagu-lagu my original songs, and then kita orang pun macam boleh lah lagu ni kita boleh expand lagi. Since then kita orang macam tak ada pun macam cakap okay kita jadi band tak ada pun. Kita orang just
kita ban.
Sekarang kita ban, tak ada pun. Kita tak declare benda tu lah.
Tahu-tahu macam Aida just macam drag I ini. Macam tu.
Sorry, diorang ni.
Tak tanya pun consent I.
Faham.
Tiba-tiba dia terlibat.
Tahu-tahu Aida kat di studio.
Basically kita orang start diorang. Lepas tu kita jumpa Sahak. He was previously our guitarist. Sahak bawa kita orang jumpa Asif. Masa kita orang jumpa kat kedai mamak kat Ampang. So kita macam okay lah, kita main lagu ni, kita boleh buat, kita pergi jamming semua kan. So masa tu dah ada 4 of us. After that kita nak cari kita kena cari keyboardist dengan bassist. And then kita orang post advertisement dekat Jam Tank kat Facebook
And Twitter.
Yeah, so kita orang punya bassist dengan keyboardist kita orang memang dapat online. Like kita orang tak pernah kenal Amran dengan Aisyah masa tu. Kita orang kenal dia orang through that advertisement that we
I baru
put up.
tahu.
Basically macam kita orang just cakap like I posted it lah. I cakap macam hi, like I'm like looking for a bassist and a keyboardist for this new band semua. So I bagi tahu references apa yang kita orang
band-band
layan semua. Lepas tu
temper trap,
temper trap always kan. Tu yang Amran our bassist tu dia approach kita kat Facebook. Lepas tu OP which is
Aisyah.
kita punya Aisyah, kita punya keyboardist lama, dia approach I dekat Twitter.
Cakap nak join.
Cakap nak join. Siap tunjuk lagi keyboard apa yang dia ada. Semua benda. Dia power lah. Dedication dia yang buat kita orang macam Okay. You know kan?
Menarik.
Promising.
Yeah.
And then time tu korang macam audition juga diorang ke?
Kita suruh diorang hantar recording lah. Tapi kita
Jap. Audition bro. Ni first time I dengar tau. Ni sumpah first time I dengar cerita ni. Wah, let je suruh orang come lah hantar recording.
Kita orang dapat a few.
Actually there was
like dia orang memang record hantar macam kita macam try main bass, play along with our song lah kan.
Considering masa tu kita orang tak ada material sendiri pun, tapi ada sambutan juga So okay lah. So after kita orang jumpa, I think it only took us macam 2 minggu macam tu nak cari. And then kita orang terus cakap okay jom lah join kita orang punya jamming session. So dia orang datang and kita macam okay, tak ada pun cakap so you dah masuk band ni Tak ada. Kita macam okay,
macam we can like try jamming again lah.
And then jadilah Jetcetera.
Sebab selalu kita tengok macam kat movie tau. Faham tak? Macam like contoh lah macam bila dia orang buat band, dia akan post lah macam like dekat social ke apa benda semua. Lepas tu audition. Contoh kat macam dekat garage macam tu kan. Tapi ni like ni first time I macam dengar cerita ni, I rasa macam alah macam cute nya. Macam tu because
cute
because I think different bands dorang lain-lain cara dorang invite orang kan. So and like it's a cute story. I love it.
Thank you.
Tapi kan mana datang nama Jetcetera tu?
Still awal-awal masa tu I think kita orang tak confirm pun the line up, tapi we needed a name sebab masa tu kita orang nak main show. So ada banyak different names that we had. Ada Batik Hotel.
Nama band Batik Hotel.
Batik Hotel,
Nasib baik I tak agree dengan nama tu.
Apa lagi yang tak
Batik
ingat?
Hotel. Lepas tu
dah siap buat group dah Batik Hotel tu tau.
Group
main-main.
Jetcetera
Batik
tu
Hotel tu dah
was Batik Hotel.
90%.
Lepas kita macam after that kita macam tak kena.
You rasa? You rasa? No serius. Dengan lagu-lagu yang korang mainkan sekarang, fit tak?
Memang
Batik Hotel tu. Jangan
Tapi Jetcetera kena Oh thanks.
Because it's different. But like no serious. Macam mana Jetcetera tu ada? Because it's not something yang macam you boleh tiba-tiba fikir Jetcetera. Tak kan?
Berat kan?
Dia macam
So tak berat sebenarnya. Sebab masa tu I fikir, masa tu macam fikir teruk gila fikir macam mana ni korang tak nak Batik Hotel, so I kena cari nama lain. Masa tu I nampak kedai nama dia ETC. Pasal macam menarik ETC etc. So I macam masa tu datang jamming kan, I macam duduk sorang-sorang. So I macam tanya diorang, okay etc, huruf apa yang best dengan etc? Betcetera, Wetcetera, Metcetera, Jetcetera. And then they were like Jetcetera macam okay gak? So kita orang macam okay, Jetcetera. So there wasn't much disagreement lah with it. And bila you Google pun tak ada benda sangat. So okay lah. It doesn't
Different.
coincide with
Different
anything. Anything
and
big.
it sounds nice. It sounds cool. before kita proceed into next question, untuk Omar, sebab dia member baru kan,
Dia member baru. Yes.
dia kena audition juga ke?
Actually,
Allahu Akbar.
Omar, you can
Omar, boleh tak?
explain your
Like,
experience.
Macam mana?
Because I pernah session dengan diorang since 2019 was it? Masa kita orang main kat Rio first time kan.
Yeah.
Main kat Rio first time I main
I think a couple times juga.
main keyboard. Lepas tu sekali lagi I session main gitar pula.
Yeah.
So basically I would know how to play the songs inside out on different instruments lah. So alhamdulillah. Nak main bass untuk this band kan, dia ada hati suruh I audition. Betul lah. Lepas dah session berapa juta kali ya.
Betul tak? Ada betul ke?
I dah lupa lagu apa dia orang minta.
Just to make things clear kan, macam tu kita memang nak cari basis tau. So macam penduk memang Omar memang salah seorang yang kita orang berminat lah, sebab memang dah kenal semua. Tapi nak buat dia officially, kenalah sama rata dengan orang lain kan.
Sebab kita orang dah suruh orang lain semua audition.
So rasa macam
ramai yang dah
kalau
hantar
apa-apa jadi-
SoundCloud, hantar video semua kan.
I record kat phone je dulu.
Macam mana korang coming together, dapatkan the whole structure of that sound lah, daripada bunyi-bunyi dia, and daripada inspiration. Macam cakap tadi, contohnya The Stroke, the apa musician lain apa semua. Macam mana korang structurekan korang punya song?
I think usually the process, I akan tulis dulu lagu. So I akan come up with like a very rough idea. So I akan record draft tu dalam phone, and I akan hantar kat diorang, cakap okay, this is a new song, cuba korang dengar, and you know, maybe next time kita jam, kita boleh try. So usually akan start dengan I lah. I akan tulis, I akan compose. So kita akan masuk studio. Masa kita jamming tu, kita just like try different ideas. And then I think it's like, it's a good thing juga, because I feel like all of us have the same, we're on the same page when we want to create something. The wavelength is the same, you know. So senang lah. So when I have something, I tahu, I can tell them my vision. Okay, I rasa lagu ni macam lagu ni, contohnya. So korang boleh imagine tak? And then diorang macam, they can, like, it's almost like magic, to be honest. Sebab diorang faham je apa yang I nak, and I macam okay. So it doesn't really take a long time untuk kita orang come together, like make it complete. So I think macam usually I akan bawa, and then that jamming session dah settle dah, lagu tu dah siap. Cuma tinggal nak
refine je lah,
just nak
like
nak make it more, I guess, polished. The process is basically like that lah.
Each of us pun bawa our own elements dalam satu lagu. Kalau Nani kan, cara dia main gitar is very like punk rock, alt rock style macam tu. Asif main drums kan, cara boleh buat blast beat semualah kalau nak. Kalau nak suruh dia main metal lah, boleh ke? Tapi masa kita orang ada buat demo recording session sometime tahun lepas. Just lepak dalam rumah for 2 hari, and then kita orang just buka door macam biasa je, and then just spend 1 hari lah, macam pukul 12 sampai pukul 10 malam. Just lepak, and then just record. Buatlah layer apa-apa, asalkan bunyi sedap, boleh lah buat demo macam tu. And I realise lah, Aida cara dia buat lagu dia chord simple, tapi lirik dia yang padu.
Thanks bro.
No, I mean that I realise bila nak buat lagu dengan Nani juga, dia punya cara dia main chord memang boleh beralun, and when I record bass, just can like follow sekali. I tak payah pun main root note boring tu. Kalau nak apa tu goreng-goreng pun boleh. And Asif ada satu lagu ni yang kita orang record yang simple lah, dia bunyi masa live 3 chord je sebenarnya, tapi tiba-tiba dia buat punk punya breakdown.
Itu yang best tu, bila you ada band member yang on the same wavelength, yang sekepala, faham tak? Yang macam you faham each other without saying anything. Macam tadi Aida cakap, okay, hantar demo macam like, okay, contohlah, okay, ni demo baru ke apa semua kan. Lepas tu yang lain tahu as that member, diorang macam like contohlah gitar ke, or like drum ke, or bass ke apa kan, they know where and how dia boleh jadikan lagu tu
complete.
Macam tu.
I see,
dia macam complete, dan macam lagi cantik lah. So I think chemistry.
But to also add, I also feel like macam it also took us some time to reach here juga.
betul.
Because macam kita orang punya creative progression pun I rasa banyak improve juga kan, since kita dah main macam maybe
2017
kan. So I think masa kita orang mula-mula start tu, kita macam get too caught up in like nak cari kita punya sound.
Faham.
Lepas tu nak macam first nak cari kita punya sound, nak cari kita punya personal branding or whatever. Lepas tu we also want to macam at the same time jadi technical semua. So kita macam nak jadi macam-macam benda at once padahal kita baru. And so I rasa benda tu pun buat kita macam banyak stuck in our progress. So macam sebab kita macam banyak sangat fikir macam ni kita nak buat lagu ni perfect kan. Tapi lama-lama bila kita dah main for a while, kita reach this point yang kita macam you know what, it doesn't have to be perfect though.
I agree because sebab sebelum ni kita pernah borak dengan banyak kreatif punya people, and mostly dorang pada awalnya dorang letakkan like unnecessary pressure.
Betul.
Yes, untuk jadikan dorang punya craft tu like aku nak rupa macam ni, aku nak
way kan. Yes.
Very specific. And then bila dorang realise, and then dorang like just have fun, and then actually dorang grow lebih lagi daripada
kan?
tu.
Lepas tu from there yang diorang jumpa ni yang this is my thing kan.
Betul.
Tapi nasib baik you guys realise that tau. Sebab I bet mesti ada, not just musicians but like orang lain like in the creative punya ni kan, yang masih lagi stuck at that stage where like things need to be perfect, like I need to be this, I like faham tak benda macam tu kan. And benda tu dia block you punya
creativity juga,
creative juice apa-apa semua, and then dia terus jadi tak fun tau, dia jadi stressful. Macam your band macam realise that, and then terus macam like okay, you guys take a step back, baru macam okay, let's start from scratch. In a way bukanlah from scratch, tapi macam okay,
with a new mindset.
Exactly. Which is good. Like, I rasa macam memang as a creative person, tak kisahlah professional ke apa, dia kena realise yang macam like you should have fun juga at the same time. Itu paling penting. No matter what you do, tak kisahlah lukis ke apa benda ke, have fun.
Actually kan, Alif, I realise kan, last year, okay lah ni personal pula, but last year I was jobless for 3 months tau. And in those 3 months, dia kira macam some journey of self-discovery juga, so to say.
Faham?
I saw myself approaching art dalam cara lain, because one, I realised I don't want to do things that like so perfect, but I'd rather the whole process be more authentic and real. So I'd rather have my soul dalam that whole song, instead of just making it sound macam okay, ni boleh kot jalan kat radio, or ni mesti orang suka. The problem with thinking yang ni orang akan suka is that a lot of musicians, I rasa even dengan my friends kan, kita selalu lupa that bukan kita ramai untuk audience. The first audience yang akan dengar lagu baru is always the musicians in the room.
Betul.
So kalau kita tak suka, what for kita nak present kat orang?
Betul. Betul. Because daripada first episode lagi, I dah bagi tahu Zul dah, we as creatives, we need to love what we do. No matter what you do, kita kena suka. Sebab kalau the moment kita start tak suka, then you ingat orang lain tu akan suka ke apa benda yang you present. So benda tu I think important tau.
Mungkin ada orang yang suka, tapi like bayangkan you main benda yang you tak suka for the rest of your life untuk orang like
stressful lah.
Jangan
tak
imagine.
Tak boleh imagine.
Stressful.
I rasa Malaysia sendiri dah mula menghargai basis I rasa lah.
Kenapa macam tu?
Sebab I rasa maybe ni personally lah, macam dulu kita dengar tak dengar je basis kan, sebab dia very bass punya bunyi. Tapi makin I besar, I macam start to appreciate the little sound yang buatkan the whole song complete.
The
I rasa
little details of it.
Yes.
So Omar, you're actually appreciated.
Yeah. So don't worry.
As we grow older, bila kita dengar music pun, kita dah start to macam notice the small details of it. Like sampai ke cowbell. You don't play, you tak main cowbell macam tak forever, tidak tapi bila diorang tambah sikit benda tu, kita jadi macam ush, kita tak expect bunyi-bunyi macam tu. So sama je
macam letak Ajinomoto sikit bila
kan.
Betul.
So I think peminat music in general akan appreciate
eventually
the small
akan
details.
ramai lagi yang akan maybe appreciate benda ni and credit benda ni lah.
Betul. So kepada kita cakap lah kepada semua basis di luar sana, anda dihargai. Kami sayang semua basis di scene Malaysia. Macam tu lah konon.
Based on apa yang you guys cakap tadi, korang macam take note on apa yang korang cuba sampaikan dalam sebuah lagu. You guys are just not tulis suka-suka lah. The subject matter, the storytelling is there. So maybe tell us more about it.
Okay, in terms of storytelling, I think it's worth noting yang macam the kind of music that I consume are usually from storytellers. So I really love, I know this is cliche, but Taylor Swift is a really good storyteller.
Here.
Florence and the Machine, Nadine Amiza, Romantic Echoes, they're really good storytellers. So I berazam untuk jadi macam tu juga, because apa yang kita tulis, bukan kita tulis saja to put it out in the world in vain. It doesn't have to be something yang mesti orang boleh relate dengan benda ni. It doesn't have to be that. But what I prioritize in my writing process is being authentic and being like sampai benda tu. It doesn't matter kalau orang tu ada dalam situasi yang sama, tapi kalau dia dengar lagu tu and dia dengar cara kita bawa lagu tu and dia macam, wow, okay, that hurts, then I think I've accomplished something.
I see.
You hurt someone.
That hurt someone. Yeah,
You hurt your fans.
itu tujuannya. Yeah, so lately when I write new stuff, I prioritize what is the message that I want to send out to the world.
On a personal level, because you yang write the songs kan, one song paling bermakna.
Yang
Buat
boleh release
you-
boleh. Yang paling I rasa macam for me personally, it means a lot to me would be Suratan Masa Depan. So Suratan Masa Depan was a song I wrote masa tu kita, I think waktu MCO. So it was really bleak. Like life was just really like, you know, you don't know what's going to happen, you don't know what's going on. A lot of people were dying. You don't know how your future is going to turn out like. So when I wrote that, I was really in a place yang macam, you know, I'm getting older, but I don't know what's coming for me and I don't know how I can go through this. So rasa macam I'm stuck, you know. So when I wrote that, it was just sort of like a song yang macam future me is telling me, you know, it's okay. Like I got it. You don't have to worry. Relax. So it's like reassuring, you know, reassuring myself yang things are going to be okay. Bila I tulis tu, it felt really meaningful to me because I'm reassuring myself
Faham?
about all my worries and anxieties. So it means a lot to me lah. So
So basically challenge in Malaysia as a musician. So apa cabaran yang korang hadap lah dalam scene kita, dalam scene music kita in general?
Mesti ada kan?
Aku main muzik lama tau, daripada habis sekolah and before Jetcetera lagi lah. And then aku realise along the way susah nak buat duit. So that's the biggest challenge to survive. Lagi-lagi makin tua kan, lagi banyak tanggungjawab, and kereta anak bini, walaupun tak ada lagi kan, tapi begitu lah. Tapi itulah, so you have to sacrifice a bit lah. Macam kena pilih, okay, even though walaupun muzik ni tak buat duit sangat untuk survive, so kena ada career lain. Macam ni lah, you know, malam baru boleh buat podcast ni after kerja. That is really huge lah. But kena lah, sebab memang minat kan buat muzik. Itu bagi aku the biggest one lah.
and because masa tu tak cukup sebab we have our day job.
Betul.
So kita punya progress pun lambat lah. We've been playing together since 2017 but we don't even have an EP out yet. Sebab nak plan tu, nak record tu semua, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of money. And I start my music masa I still kat university. Mana ada duit
And then bila dah kerja tak ada time.
Tak ada time. So bila nak fikir EP album semua, memang that's secondary wanting to play shows. Kita orang selalu prioritize, okay, kita nak main show ni. So a lot of our time is spent to practice untuk show tu. So bila kita nak record semua, macam dah tak ada masa. But Alhamdulillah, lately we have managed to make time lah. Kita,
we got a balance of it lately.
Kita dah plan betul-betul semua. So hopefully it works out. So I think that's the challenging part, because it doesn't really make money, so I can't really make it a full-time thing.
I think like macam where do you kinda macam put your band, you know, because macam we're in an indie scene, so dia bukannya ada measurement macam band you tier 1 ke band you tier 2 ke band you tier 3 ke apa, tak ada kan. So macam dia usually is either you band besar macam Hujan or whatever, atau you band kecil.
Comel.
You band macam kita kan. Ataupun paling-paling you akan ada band yang slightly bigger, maybe like Maga Satu ke Budak Nakal ke apa benda kan. Tapi it's honestly I feel like it's really hard for a band like us, sebab kita tak tahu mana kita fall, you know. Because okay, let's say we're not considered as a new band. I would say kita tak consider new band, kita dah main 5-6 tahun kan. So takkanlah kita nak main show-show kecil yang tak ada payment, ataupun kita nak main show-show yang just just for the exposure, tak make sense kan. Tapi at the same time for organisers kan, benda which I rasa tak salah diorang, benar, it's just business kan. Tapi untuk diorang macam okay, memanglah kita bukan a new band, tapi kita also tak ada a big enough follower like Marga Satwa for us to pay you a certain amount. And so kita akan ada dekat, kita macam jadi stuck, okay? Macam kita nak jual diri kita and play for free all the time so that kita ada show ke, ataupun kita nak have some kind of demand, so kita ada rate tapi kita kena sacrifice, tak ada show, orang tak panggil kita. It's, for me it's very very challenging to find that balance. Mana kita nak letak our band ni.
We're really thankful lah to organisers yang macam reach out to us, padahal kita orang tak ada pun banyak materials online. But somehow alhamdulillah rezeki kita orang macam ada je organisers yang ajak kita orang main, and we're like, oh okay, thanks doh.
Ada juga indie organizer yang macam okay, siapa kita ada 10 free ticket, siapa nak bagi tahu, tapi macam tak ada siapa. Benda tu dia macam
betul.
lepas tu kau complain.
Lah.
I rasa so, kita dah ada barang-barang tu tau. Barang baik dah, kita dah ada dah.
Exactly.
On stage memang dah on sangat dah. And then even like some like songs on production pun on juga, sebab orang dah start macam okay, dah learn this and that.
Betul.
Tapi benda yang lain tu dia jadi macam
the ecosystem dalam scene.
Tak tahulah.
It's still maturing. Maturing process.
Betul.
So I think benda-benda macam ni memang ambil masa, and scene kita pun macam slowly growing into something that's more palatable to a wider audience.
But it's a slow growth because
Tapi you stress ke tak because there's slow growth?
it's stress though. I've been in the scene for 10 years. You know, so stress though, because you would hope that after 10 years you boleh see some kind of significant improvement.
Tapi belum lagi kan?
You don't, you know, and it's
frustrating lah.
That's all. You boleh cakap tu je, Zul. Frustrating. You tahu tak perasaan kita orang sekarang ni?
Okay, can I just say something a bit optimistic lah?
Yes, boleh.
Dia, I rasa walaupun slow kan, I rasa it's better slow tapi organic daripada laju but very artificial. Because you see it's better to like have a fan base that grows with you daripada jadi one hit wonder tau.
Betul.
I would hate for any band that I'm in to be a one hit wonder. And I just know like this band is no one hit wonder. We have the same people coming to our shows almost every time. Yang tu I rasa ada loyal fans. I rasa best juga kalau you tengok family dalam crowd pun best. Because satu, memang boleh go all out, tapi also tak buat perangai bodoh on stage lah. And I rasa,
shout out to our friends though. They're always,
oh my god, serious though. Without them we would not be here.
Thank you guys.
Diorang lah contribute kat streams,
kat show, kat ticket shows.
Betul.
And okay, I think another thing, bila you're an indie band, you need your friends though. You need your friends, you need groupies. That's how like bands like Hujan, diorang ada Rangers masa dia mula start, and nampak macam apa benda ni, corny gila and stuff. Tapi
itulah
it
sebab
works though. It works.
Sekarang diorang ada community.
Because it
Rangers
started it starts with your friends. And lepas tu dia akan grow.
Kalau dapat kawan-kawan yang sportif, okey lah. Cuba kalau dapat kawan-kawan yang tak sportif. Apa main lagu macam ni, tak minat lah.
Kawan-kawan yang pergi gig pun tak pernah.
Tak nak lah nanti. I kena mosh nanti macam mana. Jangan So I think yalah, friends like are important lah.
Tapi kan curious question lah lagi, yang seterusnya, is it Spotify agak berbaloi bayarannya?
Kita tak pernah merasa pun bayaran Spotify.
Jadi is it berbaloi sekarang ni?
Nak kata berbaloi tu susah, tapi
monetary wise,
I just rasa sebab it's so necessary. You macam tak fikir sangat pasal benda tu, but sebab Spotify usually kalau you tak go through macam distribution label ke, then you akan go through macam aggregator, macam apa, CD Baby ataupun DistroKid and so you kan guna aggregator untuk masukkan lagu-lagu you kat Spotify, Apple, semua benda lah kan. So depends on certain platforms. Macam I think macam DistroKid tak mahal sangat lah. Maybe they charge macam about RM70 to $100. So dalam dia charge tu, you maybe boleh keluar 3 single, you know, macam tu dalam setahun. So kalau album maybe akan mahal sikit, tapi personally for me, I rasa dia more to fee yang you memang kena bayar kalau you nak letak your stuff dekat platform. Tapi what I feel yang Spotify could do better is dia punya royalty punya percentage lah, sebab itu yang musicians dapat mostly duit from that kan. So kita dah tolak label lah apa benda semua kan. So bila lala sampai kat kita macam berapa, plus if I'm not mistaken, satu play you dapat like 0.00 something, you know, like that.
Tak boleh bayang.
Tak merasa lagi.
So unless kalau you dah sampai maybe like 1 million at least, then you can boleh lah rasa ada some money. Kalau tak,
If you like Ed Sheeran, Ed Sheeran making a billion.
kalau tak, it's like you're just macam paying a fee for a year to put your stuff out. That's it lah.
That you, and then you don't really get anything back.
You don't get anything back.
So sekarang ni fasa Jetcetera is more like macam investment lah. Like
Betul.
you guys letak and then
Kita
hope it
tengok
grow.
macam mana.
Kita nantikan
Kita
dalam
nantikan.
masa setahun lagi.
Setahun
Tahun.
Lepas kita borak balik
tengok apa progress. Jadi tak jadi.
dapat duit lah dari Spotify.
Tapi kalau nak tengok kan, benda stream ni ada juga ada baik dia jugalah. You know, Nani, you tahu Arif looks at the stats dalam Spooky.
Yeah. I do that too.
Dia tengok stats dalam tu.
Okay.
Dia nak compare, okay, how are we going to push this? How are we going to push satu lagu ni? Macam pasal apa lagu ni yang kita orang tak push sangat on advertising ke, kita tak post sangat, tapi
Lagu tu yang
tiba-tiba
berjaya.
lagu ni yang meletup, dah ada banyak gila streams. So he
faham.
sort of like uses those stats
The data.
as a way nak perform, nak push, nak perform lagu
I
mana
see, faham.
to which audience.
Yeah.
So ada baiknya juga.
Ada jugalah kebaikan dia.
Yeah,
Because
faham.
before this, kalau beli CD je, you buy like 10 songs sekaligus, mampus. Tak tahu okay, orang ni suka dengar lagu nombor 3 je contohnya. But at least now with that data kan, because I kerja dalam e-commerce, so data ni memang penting.
Betul.
So kalau tengok data, you know like what kind of demographic akan gravitate towards what kind of song. Satu band yang I nampak guna this sort of data well is No Good. Diorang banyak guna kat YouTube because diorang punya fans banyak. Bukan kat Klang Valley je tau. Diorang ada main show kat Kelantan, Terengganu semua. Tapi dia punya penetration, the market penetration ikut YouTube, I perasan. YouTube views dia banyak gila. And they are very engaging.
No good.
But one thing I still don't really understand yang macam Spotify ni, especially kat Malaysia, sometimes macam it doesn't really reflect. Okay, you can tengok a band and you tengok dia punya monthly listener, sometimes you tak pernah dengar pun. Okay, maybe I tak pernah dengar, orang pernah dengar. And tapi sometimes you tengok monthly listener is really like banyak gila, you know, like few thousands and stuff. Tapi bila dia buat show, you don't see it. Dia tak reflect. You know about this.
I agree with that. Sebab I pernah question benda yang sama.
Kan?
Betul.
Kenapa the numbers ada tapi kenapa people so that's something that we're still trying to figure out. How do we connect this, you know? But I also rasa maybe it can also be two different audience lah. You know, we cannot expect orang yang dengar Spotify blah blah is also orang yang pergi gig.
Betul.
Cuma how to get to those people yang dengar Spotify tu, macam kita nak tarik dia orang pergi gig gitu. Susah kan?
Betul.
Betul.
So based on apa yang you guys cerita tadi, and mostly cerita-cerita yang I dengar sebelum ni pun, musician lebih dapat dorang punya pendapatan dorang based on show daripada gig. So that's why dorang pentingkan live performance apa semua, and nak orang-orang semua datang.
Even ada alah yang dah famous pun complain pasal Spotify semua. Faham tak?
So maksudnya
Saja je lah
tak
sebut
dapat
macam
apa-apa
tu.
sangat lah, most probably kan.
Exactly. So by shows lah. Tapi I wondered the same thing. Benda yang sama. Macam wah, monthly listeners banyak, like numbers
lagu macam berjuta kan.
berjuta. Macam ni sedap ni. Kita dengar macam okay, sedap lah. Tapi bila diorang perform show, macam
where are those people? Kan?
sayang kan. So tapi betul juga apa you cakap. Maybe ada ada orang yang suka mendengar sahaja. Yang kita dengar je dekat dekat Spotify ke Apple Music kan. Ada juga yang macam like dengar dan pergi. So tapi lah challenge lagi satu ada macam kita nak tarik. Orang ni macam like okay, now like dah dengar kat Spotify kan. Okay, tengok kita orang main live. Feeling ni lain pun.
For us, we need you to come to our shows kan. Baru kita boleh dapat duit. You dengar lah beribu kali kat rumah tu, kita dapat 50 sen.
Total setahun 50 sen. Betul.
Nampak sangat mata duitan tak sebani ni
Tapi betul lah. So just to add lah, maybe apa yang kita cakap ni mungkin akan bantu dorang as a musician in the future kan. For me personally, my experience, I tak pernah datang show dulu sampai I diploma kot. Itu pun kawan yang macam macam tarik kita. Tapi my first live show yang I witness sebenarnya kat CD je, live at Planet Hollywood hujan.
You pergi ke bab?
I tak
legend lah. That place pun legend.
I tak pergi.
Tak ada lah. Rasa muda sangat.
Cuma
sekolah.
actually macam I pau my mum untuk belikan CD tu. Sebab time tu macam dekat situ ada tu je, tak ada dorang punya EP ke apa semua. So I cakap macam I nak dengar ni sebab I dah bosan dengar YouTube dekat CC. I tak ada komputer time tu. So macam kita asyik pergi CC, asyik tengok YouTube je kan. I nak tengok live CD. So dia pun beli. And then macam that's the moment yang I jatuh cinta dengan live performance. Yes, dia rasa macam magic lah. Walaupun belakang
lepas tu you start
macam
pergi gig lah.
Start pergi gig time diploma, time tu. And memang sebelum ni I teringin nak pergi lah. Sejak moment yang tengok CD tu teringin, tapi kita tak ada kawan time tu. Sebab I dulu I asal dekat Gombak. So dekat Gombak ni I rasa maybe I salah crowd lah kot. Time tu crowd dia punya culture dia lain sikit.
Dia crowd shuffle.
Janganlah.
Techno.
Shuffle tak ada. Bukan. Tapi lain lah, lain culture lah.
Tak, siapa yang interview siapa ni?
Gombak lah mana?
Apa yang confused macam okay.
Tapi itulah nak ceritakan ni yang live show is actually you guys kena pergi kalau korang minat music.
Kan? Dia lain tu rasa dia.
Korang kena experience benda tu.
Lain.
Energy, the showmanship, the interaction antara korang dengan ni. Benda tu korang tak dapat bila korang dengar kat CD je, kat MP3 je kan, kat YouTube. So support lah gig kita.
I think
Demi
I
gig
macam
kita.
bila I pun suka pergi konsert juga. So bila kita tengok konsert, macam sebenarnya banyak benda yang boleh belajar as a performer. Myself, there's so many things that you can learn tau. Macam the energy that they give out tu, it's like something that can be replicated. Sebab kita tahu macam okay, bila I perform, I nak orang yang tengok I rasa macam ni juga. I think macam bila I pergi tengok show, even like local live shows, local bands pun, I would still feel the same way. And I'm macam how did you do that? I think yang paling recently I rasa macam tu was when I was watching The Filters dengan Bayangan dekat City Roars.
Bayangan
I macam wow, how did they do that?
The Filters.
Diorang live memang best gila. So I think that's why a lot of people, sebab orang tak pernah datang shows, diorang tak tahu yang that's something to be experienced. So I guess we need to talk about it a lot more lah.
Betul lah.
About that experience,
Okay, so kat mana kita boleh cari Jetcetera dekat social media atau any platform?
We're on Instagram, Twitter, Jetcetera.my. We're also on YouTube and SoundCloud. Tapi SoundCloud tu banyak drafts lah. Drafts I lama-lama yang macam tak payah.
Delete balik tu, delete.
Yeah, YouTube ada kita punya live shows. Boleh tengok our live performances. Jetcetera.my etc with a J and Malaysia dekat belakang MY.
Okay,
I just want to say good luck to you.
So much.
Thank you so much.
Good luck dengan segala future projects tu.
Yes.
Untuk lagu-lagu baru tu, I know dia akan sound really tune and on, sebab I dah dengar sikit dah.
Siapa yang leak ni?
Ada dengar
Siapa
sikit
yang
dah.
leak?
Bukan macam ni. No, but serious, best sangat. And I rasa orang akan suka juga, you know.
Hopefully,
And
hopefully.
yeah, good luck.
Thank you
All
so
the
much,
best.
guys,
Thank
for
you so
having
much sebab datang
Sudi
ke
datang
studio,
ke studio kita.
kami.
Thank you sebab Sudi nak borak.
Kita orang jumpa
Sorry,
kita
dia bukan
Sudi
interview.
nak borak
Kita
dengan kita
borak.
orang.
Sebab
Macam kawan. Borak.
kita kawan lah.
Memang kawan pun.
Yeah, thank you guys sebab nak dengar benda yang kita orang cakap. Padahal kita ni siapa je.
tak, no, I think because
Tak
because
tahu tier 1 ke tier 2.
Tak ni
Sebab-
apa cerita Premier League ke?
I rasa semua orang patut dengar cerita-cerita not just Jetcetera lah, but like the other creatives dekat Malaysia ni. Sebab yelah, different creatives have different story yang diorang nak ceritakan, and cuma maybe diorang tak ada platform, you know. And like this is where Podcast Sembang Ber-ART comes in. Kita bagi that platform, you cerita lah apa nak cerita kan. Tapi cerita yang
But I rasa macam the highlight for this podcast kali ni is like, satu, pergilah ke gig.
Betul, pergilah ke gig.
Experience that things actually.
betul.
Cubalah, pergilah. And then kita ada cakap pasal
Insecurities tadi Aida ada mention kalau
creative people,
as creative people jangan rasa insecure tu. I mean like you akan rasa benda tu, tapi at the same time jangan biar benda tu makan dalam diri.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Exactly.
Because
Betul.
benda ni kita buat sebab kita nak have fun with
And
it.
kita minat.
Yeah.
Since I rasa macam, you know, I don't have to be perfect, I don't have to sing perfectly. Since then I rasa macam okay doh tadi. Padahal macam tak ada pun pitch perfect pun tak ada
Yalah.
pun. But macam that was good. Like
Yeah.
I had fun. So itu yang penting lah.
So I think this episode memang I rasa untuk orang-orang yang nak start band ke apa, kalau dia dengar, I hope like korang will
Start
get
je doh.
inspired lah.
Start je.
Start je I akan pergi.
Before kita end boleh tak Jetcetera or whoever lah dalam Jetcetera kan, or all of you, bagi advice to anyone yang nak start band. Sebab kita tahu ramai je orang-orang muda kat luar sana yang, contoh Zul lah. Zul pernah cakap dia teringin nak start band, tapi dia tak tahu macam mana.
Start je.
Faham tak? So boleh tak bagi advice kepada orang-orang muda ke whoever lah, tak kisahlah age dia apa ke, yang nak start band, tak kisah what kind of music ke, dia nak main music ke apa, advice on like how or like, you know, where can, like how to start ke, where to start ke.
Kak Nani?
Anyone boleh je.
Okay, I would say just pick up the instrument yang you nak and just play though. Because even when I started, I memang tak tahu apa benda I buat. Kita semua tak tahu pun apa benda kita buat, and kita just main because we like it. And I think if you just stick to that, it would be okay, you know. Yeah.
It's a commitment lah. It's a commitment to yourself. Sebab benda ni bukannya ada sesiapa yang boleh disiplin you.
Yeah.
You yang kalau you rasa memang you nak buat, you have to be intentional with it. You kena bersungguh-sungguh. You kena make sure yang okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to achieve, and I'm gonna do it. No one is gonna tell you you boleh ke, or you sure ke you nak buat ni. Like you shouldn't let that get to you pun. So semuanya, it's all in here, you know. It's all in your mind.
Yeah, and if you have people with you, you know, who has the same passion as you, who wants the same
Find
thing
them.
as you, yeah, then it makes the journey a lot easier, I would say. Yeah.
And just force them to join you, you know, like how
Yeah, just macam tahu-tahu kan diorang the part of your band. Jangan bagi tahu diorang kan.
macam yeah, we're a band.
Lepas ni I buat audition.
Lepas tu tahu-tahu Alif dah masuk band ni lah.
Lepas ni dia ajak I, Nura, semua ajak. Ya Allah.
Dia belajar
The
something
podcast.
daripada borak ni kan. Kalau korang nak buat band, korang jangan takut lah. Macam bila korang pick up instrument tu, kau rasa macam tak ada siapa nak main dengan kau ke. Kau kena relax je. Bila kau start belajar instrumen, nanti kau somehow kau akan jumpa juga dengan orang yang baru belajar instrumen atau baru nak buat band. Benda tu akan come naturally tau.
Yeah.
So macam relax, just buat sebab passion dan minat, mesti ada jalan.
Betul?
Faham.
Just nak echo sentiment daripada Asif juga kan. I start main music pun masa time sekolah dulu. Main gitar bunyi tak best pun, main chord D pun tak betul. Tapi yang pentingnya consistency lah.
Yeah.
And kena cari member awal-awal. I ada kawan yang sekarang kerja kat New Zealand, memang dulu kaki metal sekali, tapi sekarang dah haluan masing-masing lah. Tiba-tiba main lagu pop alt rock kan, dia still metal. So I feel satu, memang you gotta listen to other things juga. Nak main satu instrument, jangan dengar just like one type of source. And yang bestnya because I ni selalu memang degil untuk session lagi dengan band lain, because
Dia
tu best.
curang tu.
tak curang dengan kawan-kawan kita juga. So dalam tu dia macam expand your community and expand what kind of music dalam yang you main. Because ada satu band yang main blues, yang I main satu lagi, this one is more towards like Nusantara rock jugalah. Ada, nanti dengar. Yang tu lagu yang special sauce kita. And ada juga like some uncle band that I played with yang nak main cover je, tapi yang penting you just have to play it walaupun bunyi tak best. Alah, ada satu line dalam lagu Beatles ni. Ya, ada dia.
Yell je.
Itu line apa?
You get by with the
siapa? Tak tahu.
the line is you get by with a little help from your friends.
Alah.
I ingat you get by with a little bedal.
Betul, bedal je.
Ya, betul. Lenjen ni.
Faham?
Okay, so I think terima kasih again sebab datang. Like we had fun. Kita like with your stories, cerita-cerita yang like korang cerita, I rasa
This is not just a session for us. This is like a meaningful conversation lah.
Ya,
Thank
betul.
Perbualan yang sangat bermakna bagi kami.
Betul. Cik, bagi
The
kami
feeling is mutual.
Alah,
Yeah.
jangan. That's all for this episode lah. So thank you again Jetcetera. Ya, kepada yang mendengar episod ni, terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Nama saya Alif.
Nama saya Zul. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Cakap bye.
Bye.
Datang syok kita orang.